I believe. Oh my goodness. Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today we are going to take a look into this new Baiman Hush from CT Toys. Okay, so finally they changed the naming for the Batman. It's called Baiman now. But it's very obvious that this is the Batman with this image. And you can see my Batman is actually sliding down from the plastic container there. And as we all know, CT Toys usually comes with quite a battle damage kind of box. This one included, you can see at the side here. So let's take a look at this side first. We can see this very nice looking Batman look. And at this other side, we can see another very nice looking Baiman Hush. And you can see the battle damage is pretty bad. And the top of the box, we can see this other battle damage portion of it as well. The bottom, nothing much, just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. And at the back, we can see more of these Baiman poses. And yes, this one does comes with a very nice gargoyle base for him to stand on. That's why it's so thick. Okay, so let's get this Baiman out. Okay, so this is the Baiman right out of the box. Sorry, I just couldn't resist myself. Okay, so this is Batman and let's take a look. It's very cool. I noticed a few things that I'm not even sure if the original has the same, but let's check it out first. First of all, you can see the Batman logo is being painted rather well. This is what I've been worrying because I was just worried, they might, overpaint it, it has smudges and things like that, but it's so perfectly painted as you can see. Oh my goodness, this looks very good. But one thing that worries me is you can see the abdomen part is very shiny. In fact, the whole body is kind of shiny though. Oh, I'm not liking this because I always prefer matte. When it goes shiny, it just worries me that it might become sticky over time. Yeah, okay, I was just hoping something like this black pants here that he's wearing, that is a matte black. I was hoping it's a matte gray all over, but it just looks very good with this thing here. Wow, this is very sharp and cool indeed. And even for his leg, this is where I noticed something very amazing, which is shading. Okay, you can see a very obvious shadings on his thigh muscle. I'm not sure if the original have that. This is indeed does improve the overall look of the figure, but somehow it got lacking over here. If they would have put some shading on his abs muscle, I believe it would be awesome. And even this portion here doesn't have any of the shadings. Even the arms as well, except for the legs. Somehow they just concentrate on the legs with shadings. Yeah, if it's shaded all over the body, I believe it will be even better. And the belt just looks good, but once again, is this normal? It's kind of plain here, nothing here. Just hope that this is the same as the original. There's a lot of pouches all over. Okay, at some angle you can see the metal ring here for the joints. Yes, and even for this part just now I noticed. Yeah, can you see that? Okay, so it's not as obvious as the previous ones, but this is, I think, is still very well hidden. And one thing I do notice is the cape is very nice. I mean, somehow it feels different than the original Hush that I got, which is of course from Mafex. This one just feels a lot better. In fact, it just feels like a very premium kind of cape. Yeah, somehow this is very nice. And even the bandy wire is extremely strong. It's not some cheap bandy wire. You can feel that it's like a very strong one here. And yeah, once again, it's very nice material. Wow, you can see that it's not those very thin that you can see through. Even though when it goes through the light, you can still see the light, but it's not very thin. This is just nice. I'm not sure whether it's the same as the original because I don't have it. And let's take a look at his face. Okay, this is once again very nice. And the white part on his eye is being painted. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, the white part on his eye has been painted very nicely. I'm just glad I didn't get one big, one small eyes. Yeah, this is very balanced painting. And he have a short cowl, which is kind of cool though. Okay, so this Batman overall look is awesome. I believe the one from Mafex should looks maybe 99% similar to this one here. And next we check out the articulations. I'll start with the head as always, so you can look to the right, looks to the left. Okay, looking up, just slightly. Looking down is way better. Let's try again. Yeah, just very slightly. He has a separate neck, so his head is quite flexible. And for his arm can go 360 degrees. There's a butterfly joints that allow his arm to go all the way to the front, which is pretty cool, as you can see there. It's cut on the bicep, so there's bicep swivels. Let's see, can go way up to more than 90 degrees. There's a double joint elbow, and you can see the ring here now. And there's even some squeaking sound. So you can turn his hand around, going up and down. Yep, very tight joints. And it does have 2 points of articulations. One is right beneath his torso, and another one is on his waist. You can actually turn it sideways, and let's see how well you can do a bend forward, which is quite a lot when you look at that. Oh my goodness, this is very good. And bending backwards, let's try that. Let's see. Okay, bending backward is not too shabby. Yeah, pretty good as well. Okay, so for his leg, there's a pull down mechanism that you can see quite a lot. Actually, there's no cuts on the thighs, but you can still do some inner swivels. A double joint knee, which is pretty good. And with the legs being pulled down, let's see how well you can kick forwards, slightly more than 90 degrees. And kicking backwards is something like this. Okay, so you can turn it over here, and there's an ankle rocker going up and down, and also the toe hinges as well. So with both leg pull down, I believe. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's just came out from the joint. I thought I broke something. Let me see, did I broke anything? Nope, all good. Okay, yep, so it's sorry about that, guys. Let's try one more time. Yeah, it's about this. Okay, so not too bad, not too bad. And this belt is a separate piece, so it doesn't actually hinder any of the articulation. As for the very strong bandy wire, it has ones that go through the sides, and the bottom there is no bandy wires, but there are 2 more bandy wires at the middle here. You can see that. Okay, so there are 4 bandy wires all together. Okay, let's try to spread it out. Yeah, so you can see it actually holds pretty well. Oh my goodness, let's try that again. Yeah, and the cape is rather big. Let me pull it up. Yeah, can you see that? This is rather good, and I just like the cuts of the backs there. That's very nice. And for those of you who doesn't like the cape being too long, same goes for myself. Well, this Batman does have the same problem. As you can see, it's dragging on the floor. Okay, and right up next, let's move on to the accessory. I'll start with the hands as always. So it does comes with a pair of closed fist hands that's already on the figure, a pair of open palms hands, a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of hands to hold on to the batarangs, a pair of claw hands, a pair of closed fist hand but with a slight gap which is meant for you to hold on to his cape. And lastly, a pair of hands that is holding on to the, I think this is a grappling gun. So it just comes with this metal here, which is meant to actually put onto here. So it looks like it's being shoot out, and I don't think you should actually, bend this thing here. It's supposed to be straightened. Yeah, very cool that you can see. It really looks like it shoot out from there. And this is also very nicely done. You can see that. Oh my goodness. And we do have another one which is kind of shorter version of it. This comes with 2 small batarangs, 2 bigger batarang which looks pretty cool, and also another interchangeable grinning teeth angry head sculpt. So you can see the difference right over here. And lastly, this is the highlight of the figure. He just comes with a diorama gargoyle style base stand. Yeah, this is very nice looking, but I was not impressed because when I took it out, I was expecting it to be kind of heavy. It's rather hollow. This thing here does have a bit of weight, but when I look at here, you can see that, oh, it does feel cheap. But then again, I tried to Google some image of the real Mafex one. It actually looks exactly the same as you can see on the pictures right now. So I think it's all good. It also comes with a basic stand, just like what Mafex given us. As you can see, this Batman does comes with quite a number of accessories. Oh my goodness. And next we'll try to put on some of the accessory onto him. I always start with the hands. Let's take a look at how the joint looks like for CT Toys. It looks rather solid there. Okay, so let's try to put on these hands because I want to see how it actually hold on to the batarangs. Yeah, very nicely feels when you push it in. It's very tight, so it's all good. There's no looseness here. So let's see, can he just hold on to it rather easily? Yes, very nicely. Okay, this is how it looks like holding on to it. How about the bigger batarangs? Okay, let's see. Yep, you can hold it like this as well. Again, looks rather cool. Okay, so how about these other hands? Let's try. We tested with the long one, now we test with the shorter ones. Okay, yeah, this is how it looks like. This is rather cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just take a look at this, guys. This is nice. Okay, and some of you might be wondering how he actually hold on to the cape with these other hands, which is like a closed fist hand but with a small gap. So I'm going to show it to you guys. You can see that there's a small gap there. Okay, very hard to see, but it's there. Okay, so let's maybe put something like this. I'm not a great poser, so let's hope that I manage to do it somehow. Okay, so just slot it in. Yep, just can hold on to it rather nicely, and this is how it looks like. Okay, holding on to his cape. Yeah, this one looks pretty badass. To interchange the head, basically you just pop it off and just pop in the other head. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Rather good. Wow, this is just nice. For his gargoyle stand, of course, you can just let the Batman to stand on it like this, but you will have a risk of him falling over. Okay, so you can also use the joint because you can see there is a hole there for you to plug in the joint. Let's give it a try. Now, I don't usually open the stand for my CT Toys, but this time around, I'll just give it a go. Okay, just need to use this one here. Okay, and plug it in very easily. Wow, okay, so you can plug in rather tightly. And of course, we need to use this stand. Oh, okay. I thought it got broken. No, you can actually break it out. And we do need this part here that you need to plug in the stand like this. Okay, yeah, something like this, and then you just plug it in very easily. And let's see how well he can support the Batman with some poses.
15 minutes later.
Will you take a look at that, guys? This is just pure beauty. Wow, this is a very strong stand here. Now I hope you'll click on the likes button if you enjoyed the review. As for the size comparison, let's start off with some Marvel Legends. I do have this Wolverine, which of course is shorter than him. And then we have this Maximum Spider-Man, which is slightly taller than him. Next, we'll move on to some SH figures. I do have this Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man, which is about the same height. And also this Aquaman, which is also from the SH figures. And next, we'll try with some other brands. We do have the Jada Toys Gal, okay, which is of course bigger than him, as well as this Storm Arena Ryu, okay, which is slightly shorter than him. And lastly, let's compare with this Inat Nolan's Batman as well as the Mafex Hush Batman. Okay, yeah, so we can see that it's slightly smaller still as compared to the original Mafex. Okay, so for my final verdict, I think once again CT Toys has done a very good job in doing this Baiman. So as you can see, the overall look is good enough. There is no defect or whatsoever. The articulation is pretty good as well as the accessory is awesome. But of course, if you already have the original Mafex, I don't think you need to spend extra to get this one again. But if you're like me and you don't have the black version of Hush Batman, this is a great replacement with affordable price. So once again, I do hope that you enjoy my review and I will catch you guys again in my next video. I hope you watch this video right over here.